Welcome in, Bocce World. Welcome to Wednesday night playoffs. I am Scott Sanville. This is Andy Zimmerman. We're going to be your commentators tonight. We've got a action-packed night ahead of us and full of a lot of surprising results from earlier in the night that we'll get to in just a minute. But Andy, welcome. Happy to have you.
Great to be here, Scott. Very excited. Yeah, a lot of incredible things happened here in the quarterfinals. Actually, 4 of the top 6 ranked teams were knocked out in the quarterfinals. So we have some interesting, surprising results. You know, you're a lot more familiar with a lot of the players in this league than I am. Yeah, are you surprised with who we got going into the semifinals here?
Not necessarily. This is a pretty stacked veteran crew. Most of these players have been around for, I don't know, at least 3 years. Even some of the newer teams have been around for 2+ years. So
sure, and
at that level, most of them are adept to strategy as well as shots.
And for you people at home, when you're saying 2 or 3 years, we're talking 10, 12 seasons a year?
At least.
Yeah. So it's not.
They've played a lot.
One season a year, yeah. It's 10, 12 seasons, a lot of playoff experience.
Yeah, they've played a lot of frames.
So let's talk about the semifinal match we have coming in. Let's talk about first the one that is going to come up next, but which is going to be the Polino Bambinos.
No. Remember Jon versus the Imposters.
Right.
Remember Jon is a perennial greatest players of all team matchup. We have John Brady, current co-reigning player of the year, and Alex Guerra, of course, one of the founding members and definitely in the conversation for greatest of all time. Up against the Imposters, we have Kevin Reedy and Doug. They definitely kind of burst on the scene, came from the shuffle community, kind of actually have set up a lot of the video that we see going on. Definitely have adapted to the touch of the game. I'm definitely interested to see if they make any strategy errors or make any kind of they miss shot selections.
Yeah, it is a great matchup of new naturals versus old grizzled vets. So these guys from Chef.io too, yeah, they are putting on our production as they always do here for Oddball Sports TV, and we got That's Kevin and Doug. They've been on the cusp here the last few seasons here since the return. And they've broken through. They're in the semifinals, and they're up against the president and his Jon Brady, who is, like you said, an all-time great player, but has not played since the spring.
Okay, well, let's get to the action. Let's give the people what they want. Semifinal number 1 coming up. We got a little pregame toast happening, and then we're going to get underway. I'm going to guess that the Imposters will take the Plino here. Yep, higher seed. Higher seed will get the first. We'll get the choice of a first ball and or color they've elected to throw the Plino out first. So we'll see.
So the Imposters have won the toss, and we have Kevin Reedy here in the green shirt throwing out the first ball of the semifinal match. Very nice shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot. I like that it's not up against the wall, so it's it's not as easy of a bocce out. I do like that they went close to the wall. I think that they know that in a traditional matchup, if you were playing the Plino in the middle, they're probably slightly outmatched just in terms of veteran play. But if you play the wall, you eliminate, half the missing.
Absolutely, and as always, this court is heavily slanted towards us, which is away from the wall. So everything you're going to see is going to fall away from the wall pretty heavily with the touch. If you throw it hard enough, you could get through that break. Alex is very accustomed to this, being his home court as the president of the American Bocce Company.
That's a delicious snickerdoodle coming in for everybody.
Most times in my life, I would have called that a presidential roll, but I'm just going to say that was a great shot by a great player.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice. Like I said, I'm interested to see. I know that Doug and Kevin will make shots. I want to know that when they get into situational bocce, if they make the right decisions.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see because there are a lot of similarities between shuffleboard and bocce ball, but there are some very stark differences that could cost you serious points. So we'll see how they play this. And once again, this is Kevin Reedy with the Imposters rolling the ball right now. Ooh, a little hot. So as far as touch goes, I mean, you gotta be given the advantage to here to remembering Jon because they are seasoned, experienced players.
Yeah, because they know
just a little low, caught that curve, dropped just outside the point. We got a big opportunity here, but we also have a dangerous play with the Plino right behind the ball there. He does not want to make any contact with his own front ball here.
No, and if he is going to make contact, he needs to come at it pretty hard. It looks like he's going to go for a touch shot, try to just nuzzle it right on in there. It's a really nice shot. Really, really, really tasty biscuit. Unbelievable there.
And here we have rolling the final ball, Jon Brady from Remembering Jon. Nice touch.
So coming into this matchup, one of the things that people were worried about were going to be whether or not Jon Brady was going to have any rust. He hasn't played this year post lockdown, post quarantine, but it looks like he's not showing any. It looks like he's going to deliver.
I got a feeling he's been like that his entire long life.
Yep.
It's good to see everybody out here rolling again.
That's a quick 2. If you're Doug and Kevin, you can't be mad about that round. They certainly didn't give up any. 2's okay. 2's fine.
So now we have Alex Guerra, American Bocce Company president, rolling out the first ball with a 2-0 lead. And I'm just going to mention here, Scott, that we are throwing a lot of praise here with Alex and Jon, deservedly so. But they are a number 7 seed going up against the Imposters, who are a number 3 seed coming in. So do not underestimate Kevin and Doug, who have had a great season.
No. I agree with that. I think when you look at the field that we've had tonight, like I said, most of these players have been around for a long time, and you're really running into veteran players that it doesn't matter what seed they are necessarily. I mean, we saw the 2 seed get knocked out in the quarterfinals. Oh, that's a great shot from Doug.
Great contact, best result.
I don't know if the camera will ever see it, but Doug has a very interesting throw style. He leaves off his pinky and his index when he throws, fingers that normally a lot of players will use to kind of stabilize and aim their shot. He doesn't need that. He kind of just throws what works for him. So
Do you think he's a wine drinker?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
does look like he's a wine drinker.
It's a very fancy throw.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm just impressed he has that kind of power in 3 of his fingers to hold that heavy bocce ball.
Jon Brady with 2 real big misses here, making it difficult for Alex. He's got a tough choice here. He's either going to try to lead into the green or maybe throw off of it.
Either a perfect shot here, or if you bump any of those greens, I think you're going to be good. It's a pretty fast court.
It does look like he's going for a little nudge. Nudges. That's a big shot. Nice shot.
Exactly what you're looking for.
Really, really good ball.
And for people tuning in that might not be familiar with the game, the object of bocce ball is to be close to the palino, which is the little yellow ball. A team is going to throw out the yellow ball and roll their first ball. The other team has to then roll as many balls as it takes to get closer. Right now, green has 1 closer.
It's going to be short.
And red is coming in short.
Good job on finding that gap.
One more chance to beat that green ball, or green will score a point.
So here's a shot selection that we were kind of talking about, where I want to see them make the right shot selection. There's no reason to be short here. Okay?
No reason to be short.
Nothing bad can really happen if you throw into it. If anything, you're just going to split the greens up and maybe leave your ball in. But I don't want to see him to be short. I wanted to see him throw it.
And I almost might stay away from that high side altogether. I think you can go pretty heavy.
Well, you know, that's bocce, baby.
Wow! Whoa!
Is
What
it
a
all
shot!
4?
That's got to be a casino. Oh, it's going to be close on the. It's going to be really close.
The most unlikely casino.
Oh, wow, what a shot. What I say, don't leave it short. He doesn't leave it short. He throws it straight into it. Nothing bad can happen.
Give
In fact,
yourself a chance.
Give yourself a chance.
Give yourself a chance. This could end up huge. This could be a huge
It's looking
turnaround.
like 3 to me. Alex asking for
We
a
got
measure
to
on the floor.
confirm 3-cino. Can we go all the way?
That is 3.
That is
Wow.
3. Wow, what a great shot. But just like you said, Scott, give yourself a chance. You know, if you mess up and it goes badly, you could deal with that.
Yeah.
But if it goes good,
Yeah,
you
especially
score 3 points.
Yeah, especially on the last ball when you have, you're not allowed to hit the back wall without touching another ball. But with the last shot, normally you have a lot of balls on the court. It's a really easy thing to just maybe get a lucky ricochet, get a lucky bounce here and there. And so I'm happy to see them then go for it. Looks like they've changed their Polino location just slightly from the first frame that they went, bringing it a little bit further off the wall after giving up 2 in the first frame. So I like that they are adjusting and not just playing something, where they lost points again. I think it's super important that you move the Polino around and really give it a.
And, you know, not just move the Polino around, but move the Polino around with a purpose. You know, you could tell they're paying attention to the game. They didn't have success up there high on the wall. They thought, let's move it down a little bit.
Right.
You know, they're paying attention to the game that they're in right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which sounds very simple, but
You've
seen people get lost.
Pretty soon I might cut over to, I'm going to let Billy D. We got a sideline reporter today, Billy Dunlap, Realty. If you haven't checked him out on Instagram, give him a follow.
Billy D.
He's your favorite neighborhood realtor. He's going to be our sideline reporter today. And he's going to be walking around getting some viewpoints of some of the viewers that we're going to check in with at some point. When he finds somebody that's going to give him some good content, we'll cut over to him. Oof, brutal.
Well, they are out of balls.
No, they've got 1 left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I'm looking at the wrong screen, my friend.
So this is going to be one of those shots. You can see them talking about what they're looking at. They know everything's going to curve in, so what they don't want to do is leave it long. They don't want to give green a backboard here. They want to leave it somewhere, kind of within in the way. You see Kevin Reedy coming up.
You know, in the way, I think you want to go high. I'm wanting to go high here. He's coming. He's telling him to go at the green ball. I think that's a lot riskier than going at your own red ball.
I do.
And creating like double blocker.
Yeah, you're right.
You could have had a good miss here. That's a really good miss.
Yeah. No, you got lucky with the red. It looks like right.
You know, it was the right pace though.
Yeah, it was.
So he threw it too high, anticipating that curve, and got lucky there.
Green is in by 1/4 inch.
It's supposed to be tough.
Green's still in.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Alex and John are gonna try to sit on that right red, and just kind of nudge that out and leave their greens in. I gotta think that that's the way they're gonna do, especially since everything curves down.
I'm calling 3 here already. I think they got that shot in the pot.
Wow.
I think they got
Bold
that shot in the
prediction,
bag.
Cotton.
I think they got that shot in the bag.
Yeah, they're gonna sit on the right red for sure.
All right, he just missed it.
It's okay. Didn't curve as much as he wanted. Speed was a little hot. Let's take a look and see what's going on.
You know, and that's one thing a lot of people don't realize is that if you throw the ball hot, you're not going to get the curve you're anticipating. The curve is entirely depends on the pace that you throw the ball
Oh
at.
no. Oh no! Oh.
Well, I do not remember that, John.
Man.
I do not remember that, John.
Oh, I've seen that, John. That's old school,
Hey,
John.
you're a
right
much
there.
more seasoned player than I am.
No,
you know?
just with
You're-
ABC. I'm not more seasoned. You've definitely played more bocce
well,
than everybody
more
here.
seasoned around John Brady,
Yeah, that's true.
the player at hand.
Also, if you're wondering where I got this dope sweatshirt, everybody who's watching, check out the Oddball Sports shop.
That's oddballsports.tv.
Check out the shop.
Shop called Odds and Ends. You can buy this vintage Wicker Park bocce where it all started. All right, that is a really bad opener there.
Yeah, that's not gonna get him anywhere.
I can't believe that ball is in play.
Oh, sit.
All right,
Sit,
John
sit,
does
sit,
enough.
That's okay. If you're gonna leave it long, that's good because that's the curve that's coming, so the plane can always kind of roll back towards that. So I'm okay with that. It's not ideal, but
You know,
I'm
it's
fine.
not ideal. I'm always a fan of a
Oh, I
short
don't think
ball. I
that's
always
gonna
say
get
if
up
your
there.
ball's short, it looks like you're trying. You know, if it's long, get your head in the game.
Doug and Kevin in a absolute hole to start this frame. I mean, they are super far behind. So this last ball is going to be, I honestly think, I know it's early in the game, but the most important ball of the game. If they don't put something relatively close, Alex and John are going to punish them. There's going to be a casino. That is
Right now, you got to
guarantee.
play defense. It's the last thing you want to do in bocce, but you got to play defense. You got to leave it in front here. You got to leave it in front.
Oh, he left it short. Oh, no.
All right, that's way too low. We got a big opening here. I think we're going to see our first casino of the night.
For everyone watching at home, a casino is going to be all 4 points. That's the maximum points you can get. That's really nice. He doesn't even have to put it that close, but he does. Consummate professional right there. Reigning co-player of the year, so definitely going to be putting on a show. Alex looks like he's going to be doing the exact same thing, same exact line.
They're just showing off right now.
Oh, folks, if you're watching at home, these are spicy nuggets. Shouts out
Imposters in the
McDonald's, shouts out
background,
Brit.
they know what they did.
Oh, man.
They left two great players, tons of room, and just had to sit back
Yeah, you got to
and
make it
watch
hard.
it hurt.
You got to make it hard. You got to make it difficult.
You got to make it difficult.
for
You got to
the,
block up that high side.
Billy, why don't you get somebody over here and we'll get you.
Matt David, when we get back down here.
All right. All right. We're going to check in with Billy D here in just a minute once he gets Matt David over for us.
Right now we got,
Get some
remember,
inside Matt David, who got bounced in the first round as the undefeated top seed.
I
I hope Billy brings that up.
bet he will, and I know it's
Oh,
gonna
that's right.
hurt.
Bounced in the second round. He did walk through the first round, but
Right now we got the, remember John with a 6-4 lead over the Imposters.
so I think something interesting to keep track of here is notice that Alex and John just went back to the same spot where they had success last frame. I know they didn't score the point, but they were clearly winning the frame until a bust. So they went back. They feel good about this spot. They feel that maybe Kevin and Doug don't have this location down quite as well. So I like the Polino throw here.
I knew, it's like make them prove it, you know?
Right, and it looks like that, they're just getting their speed slightly wrong. God, I love Doug's throw. I love his grip. I like that everybody has their own grip, a grip that they feel comfortable with, and it really is a really an interesting thing that everyone can throw different and everyone can still throw really nice. That's a
That's
great ball.
going to be just right.
That's a big ball.
You know, when I started playing bocce, I had some people show me how to roll, and then everybody that saw me roll had something to tell me about my roll. And when I got a little better and started helping people out,
Amazing shot there.
I always encourage them to find their role and then practice that.
Yeah.
You need to find your own role, because teaching someone how to roll comes after they know how to roll. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their own style. It's kind of like a golf swing for a pedestrian golfer. You
So
know,
this could be a pretty hard shot coming from the down angle. You're gonna have to go against the grain, against the curve.
that is
a really nice
unbelievably
shot.
perfect. That could be 2.
Looks like 2 red at least.
That's just 1 red.
What are you going to do when they
All right, I'm looking at the overhead here. Yeah, that is clearly just 1 red.
There's no reason to be short. I expect Jon to throw into those reds pretty aggressively. Yeah,
Oh,
for
that
sure.
is a beautiful.
Really nice shot.
That's
gonna be good for 2.
That's going to be 2. And although the team name is Remember Jon because he's been missing for a while, but
Yeah, everyone forgot that he exists.
do you know how many medals this man has?
Oh, it's gotta be 9. 9 or 10.
I think it's 9 or 10.
Don't think it.
I
I
think
don't know if he's hit double digits yet,
But I do know that he did have an undefeated season.
yeah, he's had a couple. Nice shot.
And
That's a big 3 from.
that is another 3, 4.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it over to right after we get the score here. We're gonna kick it over to Billy D. Billy D is interviewing Matt David of Players Anthem, formerly Player Haters Ball. We're gonna kick it over to Billy D here.
What's up, Bocce World? Oddball Sports.
American Bocce Company, Wednesday night. It's great to be out at Bridge 410. I'm here with Matt David. He took a little bit of an L on his home court. Well, do you consider this your home court?
It's where I see myself playing the most these days, especially pandemic time. I've only played bocce here, basically. But the home court has to be the Crystal Courts that we built back in 2013.
What's at the
Park Bocce Club? Yeah, you can see it on Scotty's sweatshirt.
And on your hat.
And on my hat.
the original home on Crystal and Damon?
That's right. That's my home.
Well, good stuff. Let's kick it back to Scotty and Big Z.
Good stuff over there, Billy.
Okay, so we've seen a big turn of events. We saw the casino and then another easy 3 points in a favorable Polino location. Frame started off with what a really good ball by Doug.
There we go.
That is going to be really hard to beat.
That is Doug's best shot tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's really nice.
If he continues like that, he could still make a game of this.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
they
don't
have
think
been
the game's
looking-
over.
It is not over.
No, I
but
think this is. I think they're well within it. They just can't. They can't make it easy.
I feel like the imposters are searching for an answer right now, and Remember Jon is doing what they know.
I think,
which is
yeah.
laying it on, keeping it close, keeping it in front.
I think that for teams, certainly newer teams, which Kevin and Doug are in terms of the grand scheme of bocce.
Oh, he's coming in hot.
Understanding. Wow, it's a really nice shot.
Wow, what a great shot.
Understanding that maybe you might be slightly outmaneuvered and maybe just trying to make it a war of attrition, not going for anything kind of big and just saying, we're going to take the points as we can get them and we're going to make it difficult. We're going to see if they make a mistake.
Yeah.
Force them to make big hard shots.
And you know from your experience that doing your best and waiting for the other team to make a mistake is a huge part of winning games.
Yeah.
Winning big,
just
important
make
games.
Make it hard. What I want to see here from Kevin Doug is I want this ball to be in front. I do not want this ball to be far.
And it's got to be high. It cannot be on the wall. If they're on the wall here, that ball is gone. Yeah. Everything's leaning towards this wall.
Anything deep is going to be a very easy backboard, and we need this to be.
It's got to be in front. It's got to be high.
Oh, I really.
That looks good.
Okay with it.
That looks just right.
That is a perfect
shot.
ball.
That is exactly,
really nice shot. We love to see it.
Exactly what we're looking for here in the booth.
Exactly what we wanted to see. That's going to be a hard ball to beat. I do think you might see. Honestly, I'm surprised he isn't considering a bank shot here. Oh, he is. He is banking it. Yeah, for sure.
All right, he's got
really,
the point,
really nice.
but that ball is easy to remove, and we are even Steven here. So
I agree. And Doug and Kemp will have they're gonna have the last shot. So I don't really know if, but again, they got to make them beat them. They got to. Oh, that's not gonna do it.
A little too hot.
Oh,
Way too hot, actually.
So again, this is good. Alex and Jon are saying, we're gonna make you beat us, and then we're gonna capitalize when we don't have the chance. It does look like this will get
much better
speed.
speed.
It's gonna be fun. But again, this is gonna be
That's
Alex.
gone?
Jon is just gonna sit right on here. You know what I do like to see out of Jon Alex? They alternate their shots based on what they're feeling and what that looks too hot maybe. Really nice shot. Looks like it could be 2. It's going to be close. A measurement coming in from Dan Spomer. Oh! It's a little hot from Jon Brady. Ooh, a little out of practice there on the wall, I think, from the Snake man. Shouts out Snakes. You guys are a top 10 team, but not number 1. Shouts out Snakes.
You can shout out to the Snakes all you want, but I remember John from the Force Bombers. The season he went undefeated, won a championship, and was the MVP, breaking the MVP curse.
You're right. That was a good season. Unfortunately,
season.
He defected, and now he's permanently a snake for the rest of my life.
He was a snake. He's still a snake. But when
By
he
the
was
way,
a Force
anybody
Bomber,
watching, I'm not calling him an actual snake. There's a team called Snakes on the Lane, so.
fair dues. I can't disagree. But I think we can both agree that the Force Bombers have one of the greatest T-shirts in the history of our league, and it could be available on oddballsports.tv very soon.
Oh, lucky little Dunkaroo there. Oh, he dipped it in the chocolate and the vanilla frosting. Oh, he must feel
That
real
is a
good about
tasty
that.
treat, but you can't do that without giving it a chance. You gotta put it out there. You gotta give it a chance.
Doug's gonna want that back. Oh, he's gonna want that back. This is a relatively routine shot to bocce this out. Oh,
That'll do it,
I
but
think that will do it, but
it is still I think that's 2 wasted balls right there. I think if you come off the wall, you have a lot more success missing. You know, you can miss off the wall and still come in success.
I actually want him. Ooh, that's bad news. We just heard the timer, so next frame will be down and back. Down and back means we will only have left side, then right side, then ball game. No matter what the points are, if the points are tied, we will go to a overtime sudden death frame.
What a
No, he didn't get there.
That court ate that ball up.
Short on both of his shots. Alex with a little rare two miss frame there, giving him some. Oh, miss from Germany. This is huge. I honestly am sitting on this. I'm taking this point and I'm going to the next frame. I don't like this. I don't like where they are. I want to see a throw off here. I do not want to see them. If they touch that green, they're in trouble. If they push the Plino, they're in trouble. I don't want to see this at all. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That.
I was going to say that they are aware they're going into a down and back
Yeah.
with a 4-point deficit now. of
Kevin,
3.
did you humor throwing off there? Did you humor throwing off there?
No, I was trying to, if I could come in, great, I didn't want to touch it.
All right. Kevin, with the instant, no, I was not trying to throw off there. He's going for the points. That's a gamer mentality. I like to see it.
When I'm heading into a down and back with a 4-point deficit, I cannot throw that ball off, Scott. However, you've played me enough times to know that I would sell that point.
That's a really good start.
Very nice
It
ball.
blocks the curve coming in. I think Alex might come down to this side of the court and try to throw against the curve. He does like it. He's left-handed. It plays into his ability. He might even try to roll it off the inside.
He's going to come off the wall here and try and bend it on the outside? Or going right at that red?
Oh, he did. Not enough. Wow, short. Alex Guerra, 3 short balls in a row. Luckily, they're up 3. They've got 2 frames left, so.
I think they're in damage control mode. This is more.
no.
This is like a prevent defense here.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I want to see.
Where they're trying to
I want
not
to see
ruin
aggressive.
the game.
I want to see aggressive bocce. In the next game, in the next semifinal, I'll just prep everybody right now. There is going to be some shooting. There's not going to be any kind of timid throwing. The next semifinal will be fireworks. I guarantee it. Shouts out Keenan King. That was a really bad Charles Barkley impression.
Hey, I think our man Billy D's got some information here from the sideline. Do you think we can kick it over to Billy when we got a sec?
I think we should wait till after this frame. This is down and back for 2 frames.
We're here with Katie with botulism toxins.
And she's got a little prediction for tonight's game, and she wants to tell us what her favorite part about bocce is.
Hi, thanks, Billy. So my favorite thing about bocce is that it's a game that always keeps you humble. And my prediction tonight, this is based on my good friend Max being on fire and the fact that the moon is a waning crescent, that the Dan Marino's man Boops with a P is going to win by 2.
Dan Marino's Boops by 2. You heard it here. Back to you guys.
You love to hear it.
Good stuff.
You love love to hear it. To catch you up on the frame, so pretty big shot here coming up from Jon Brady. We have one red sitting in, which would make it a pretty achievable last frame from there'd only be down 2 coming into the last frame, but oh no.
Oh no, that could be 2 red. This is exactly what you don't need going into a final frame.
And you know what? No. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, Alex still has a ball, but also Red still has a ball left. I gotta think that Alex is gonna try to just clog the lane.
You cannot be short here. You cannot be short here. You gotta come in with some intention and make contact with something.
Oh, really?
That is unbelievable.
Oh my God.
What an improbable miss.
Okay, we got 1 red left.
That had about 6 inches to clear a 4-inch ball there. Rolled it straight through.
Just for the record here, there's no reason to be short. There's nothing bad that can happen. You got that red in front protecting. If you hit that front green, nothing bad's gonna happen. I like the speed. Okay.
That is 1 red.
Okay, last frame.
We're going into the final frame. Remember, John, 9, the imposters, 7.
Yeah, and they don't need to score 3 to win. All they need to do is force overtime. So if you're Kevin and Doug, you're only looking for 2 here. If you get 3, that's obviously the ball game. But that's not how you're playing this frame. You're playing for 2. You're playing to force the extra frame. You don't need to force anything. Let Alex and John make a mistake. You know, make it hard for them. Don't make it easy.
And they're going right back to that exact same spot. I don't know if that's intentional.
Yeah, the Polino has not moved from that mid-right location all night. I really wanted to see him change it up a little bit just to give Alex and John another look, because you're playing into the hands of people who have played before and kind of get used to that muscle memory. I'm disappointed in that Polino selection, but that is... Oh, no! Oh, it just carried. I don't know.
Good, red is in.
Oh, red's in.
With a team name like the Imposters, you can't imagine that they expected to come into a bocce league full of veterans and perform so well, but they're on the brink here of doing something really unimaginable.
Wow.
And
That
I
could
just
be a dagger.
don't know if they're going to be able to get over this hump.
No, you're gonna have to throw with some purpose here. You gotta get that green out of the way, and you gotta have some chaos.
There is...
Oh, he missed wide left. That is not his best ball. And ball game.
Ball game.
Remember John.
Remember, John
I
is
do,
advancing
and welcome back,
to
John.
the finals.
Good to have you.
Someplace they are very familiar with. Woo! So that is the number 7 seed. Remember, John, Alex Guerra, and Jon Brady advancing to the finals, taking over the Imposters. Kevin Reedy and Doug from Shuff.io. We're going to cut to Billy D here on the street with an interview with our captain, Alex Guerra, from the winning team, Remember John.
Fresh off a hot win going into the semis.
Alex, I could tell that you and Brady were feeling it out there. What's your workout regimen been?
Oh, it's been bocce, beer, bocce, beer, bocce, beer.
Beer and bocce. You heard it here. That's the mixture for champions. Guys, what do you got for predictions for tonight? You think you're gonna take it down on your home court?
One here, right? We got the Carroll brothers, the brothers Carroll, Tim and Danny, and then we've got Max and Dave of Single Malt fame. Either way, we've got a team that's going to lose by 9 to us in the championship.
All right, never short on confidence. Guys, kick it back to you.
Yeah, I'll give a quick insight into these two teams. I'm familiar with both. Both are actually, if any of you, their teammates are watching, both are and have been my favorite team, my favorite newcomer in separate years and separate leagues. Single Malt predates Bocce by maybe a year, but both have been or dear to my heart, so I'm a little excited for this one. I will give some insight. This will not be a tactical battle. This is going to be throw it, shoot it out, let's hit it, especially from the tall boys. Max and Dave. They are not going to throw close proximity balls the entire game. That's not their style. They're willing to get a little dirty. They're going to get a little grimy. I do expect out of the Carroll brothers a little bit more nuance, a little bit more touch in their play. I do think Danny, the bald one, is going to be very capable of throwing some haymakers that cause chaos. Tim, way more relaxed and much more of a proximity player. But rest assured, when they miss, I will let everybody know that they're missing.
I can't wait to hear it. So we got the Polino Bambinos, the number 8 seed. That is brothers Danny and Tim. And then Dan Barino's Man Boops. Who are these fellas? What are their names?
Dave and Max.
Dave and Max. I am so sorry.
They're both tall, but Dave is the particularly tall one.
And they are a 13 seed, which is not surprising in such a short season to see a 13 seed get here. I don't think a 3-week season really validates your seeding.
Right.
So I think with anybody has a chance, so it's not so outrageous to see a 13 seed against the number 8 seed here.
All these guys have played in the most competitive leagues that we've ever had. Honestly, they haven't ever missed a competitive Monday or Tuesday night chop shop. They are veterans. They have played against the competition. They have played against the best. Yeah, they've lost. Sure, 20 times, but they've also won. They're also capable of winning.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm more of a regular season winner, and then when it comes to the playoffs, that's when I lose.
Yeah,
these guys take all of their playoff experience, and
I do. We don't necessarily have to get the camera on him, but I do want to cut to Billy D pretty soon. We're going to have a little, definitely a biased guest that he's recruited to talk about. Definitely has some home field ties to the Dan Marino Man Boops. But I hope that she makes an impartial call here and understands that the Man Boops are not favored.
I think it's going to be a minute till we kick it over because we're going to need a physical human being to actually kick the camera over.
We're going to go right now.
Okay, we'll kick it over.
Dan know. When you want to come, you got to let Dan know also. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the scenes, Trevor. Kick it over to our man, Billy D, on the street.
What's up, guys? I'm here with Jenna. She's going to give us a little prediction for tonight. I think it might be a biased prediction because her husband happens to be playing on one of the squads. Jenna, what do you got for tonight?
You know what? I really think that the Polino Bambinos are going to come in strong, I have to say, but my Boops hopefully will pull out the win.
Okay, a little Boops action. Another person on the Boops. I love it. All right, and I heard that you have a little 3-year-old son who is a bocce enthusiast. I have a 3-month-old son. A couple of future bocce players. Shout out to Watts and Shauna. How are you guys? They're watching at home. I'm sure your 3-year-old is as well. Now, my question is, what is your advice for any future bocce players?
You got to start lifting those weights, kids. You got to be able to lift that bocce ball so you can throw it down the court. Bennett was out here at 1.5 years old at a bocce tournament. He's working on those skulls.
That's great. My kid's just learning how to strengthen his neck up, His head's about the size of a bocce ball. Z, what do you got for us?
Great stuff out there, Billy. Before we go on to this next semifinal match, I want to talk about the kids, the imposters, Kevin and Doug. They're shuffleboard players that transitioned into a bocce league. They did better 3 seasons in a row. They made the semifinals, and I just want to let them know that shuffleboard Hall of Famer Pee Wee Ramos wanted to quit playing shuffleboard in 1963, and his teammate actually talked him out of quitting, and Pee Wee Ramos was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1995. So never give up, guys. The Imposters, good show.
It was a good show.
Semifinals is where it starts, and you can only go up from here. So give it your best.
Yeah, I loved it.
And I love seeing somebody come over from another sport, shuffleboard, over from Royal Palms, our friends over there, working with Chef I.O., getting in the new league, adjusting his skills, and improving. So.
Yeah, again, this is put on by Chef I.O. I've talked about this in the past. This is really an amazing production. The amount of work they do for this is really wild. I do think that we went live on the game. I'm not entirely positive, but we'll cut over to the game right now. Spomer, this just started, right?
Oh,
All
this
right.
is real.
Frame
Let's
just
do
started.
it.
Let's do it. Let's
I had
go
to give
right
my
in.
guy Pee Wee Ramos a shout out.
All right,
Love to the imposters. Good show.
Okay, so first frame started, just to catch everybody up to speed. The Plino Bambinos, who, again, I said were a little bit more touch-based versus the Dan Marino Man Boots. Got the Plino. They did throw a slightly deep, but good miss. Plino's shot. And then, of course, Dave and Max are doing what I expected. They're going to take some shots. They're not necessarily always taking proximity shots at this.
So let me ask you something about the Dan Marino Man Boops here. Is boop a pun? Am I supposed to be
I don't know.
Is it a bocce boop?
This is
Like,
not
do
their
they
normal
boop?
team name.
Do they boop the ball?
Maybe
Like,
this is
give
not
it a little
their this is not their normal team name.
'Cause,
They're from Single Malt Bocce would be their.
You know, Dan Marino in his career
what
had
a
420 touchdowns.
Plino Bambino.
Yeah, 252 interceptions and 0 Super Bowl titles. That's all I'm going to let you know about Dan Marino. So it's a
nice shot.
risky name.
Casino to start off the frame.
That's how we start.
That is, as I just heard Dave yell for Dan Marino, that's how we start. That is a traditional go down early, fight your way back. So I'm not, honestly, and they aren't worried in the slightest. Not that it isn't a bad thing that they gave up that, but.
Would you name a bocce team after Jim Kelly? You know? I mean,
I don't think I would, no, I wouldn't.
I'm just saying,
I don't know if I understand
it's
what
a
you're
risky
asking.
choice. You know, Dan Marino, you know, he's the most accomplished
Not champion winner.
non-champion.
Right. Ooh, man, Bambino just throwing some lights out to start there. Good thing is, oh, Max, how are you going to leave it short? A short ball for Max, I'm shocked. Dave
Cannot leave
will,
it short with the
I
front blocker.
guarantee this, that Dave will throw this ball with some velocity in an attempt to get it. This could go off the back wall easily, but I do think he's not going to leave it short. Looks like he's getting ready to play the curve. Oh, it shorted it. Unbelievable from these guys. What are you doing? It's like
making
the curse.
you look bad
It's
here.
like the
You're
curse of the
making-
commentary. I tell them that they shoot things out, they throw the ball, and here they are throwing short. What are you guys doing? Goofballs.
I'm telling you,
There we
I
go.
feel like I heard the opposite minutes ago.
Really nice shot, though.
Wow.
I'll stick my foot in my mouth. I'm happy to. I want to see this game go extra innings.
What's the play here? Do you want to play in the air ball? Or you just want to play right through there and try and drop it in?
Well, that's not ideal because you need to at least get some sort of contact on the Plino or on the red. You need
So
something
coming down the
kinda
high side and red ball backboard.
Right.
That's what you're looking at.
make it happen a little bit.
Yeah, I think making contact with your own balls in this
Oh my God.
situation is very.
Trevor.
Will be very unsuccessful. It's got to get this ball higher. It's got to get it up there. It's never going
I
to
want him to stand higher up the court. I don't want him to start down. I don't think you can read the curve as well from where he's throwing. I think, yeah, I like where Max is standing for this. You can kind of let
the
it,
court-
yeah,
let the court take it.
Yeah,
rather
let the
than
court
playing
work
it?
for you.
It's raining. I know. What do we want to do? I don't know.
Nope, that'll be one.
All
It's
right,
okay.
that'll be one red.
Like I said, they were never going to
No,
crumble
listen, we're
under the
about-
pressure. They were never going to just get rocked all night.
And
so.
that shows you too. You only need one
I'll improvise something.
great ball to win a frame.
I am feeling a little bit of precipitation. I'm checking.
Are we getting rained
nothing?
on?
No, we're not getting rained on, but there are just a couple drops. I did look at the weather. There isn't anything slated, so what a little fun little wild card coming in.
Well, you know that Chicago weather. Oh
Sure.
boy.
Pops out of nowhere. I do like to see the misses be deep into the right so that the curve breaks down. God, man. Danny is throwing lights out. Danny
That
has
is a
not missed a shot yet, I really don't think,
Beautiful
except for
shot.
last year. I mean, his first ball is right on it. I mean, he's just carrying his brother, Tim. Carrying.
Well, you're telling me
Shouts
these
out,
tall boys.
shouts out Bocce if you're watching.
You're telling me these tall boys are shooters. I want to see some shooting here, huh?
Oh, they're just playing soft. That's not their style.
Do you
I
think,
want to see some chaos.
do you think quarantine softened them up a little?
I think that they've only been in the semifinals once before. I think that they are slightly nervous and they kind of don't want to blow it necessarily.
Okay.
So I feel like that might be part of it, but I want to see them play their normal game where they just throw the ball.
You know, it is fun to hoorah during the season, you know, and try stuff out. And in the playoffs, especially in the semifinals, you can get real nervous. But if you're telling me these guys are shooters, I haven't seen it yet.
I know they
short.
totally.
They're lagging it. They got a set of 3 balls here, tucked within inches.
Oh man. To be fair, I like the style that they're playing. I know. This is what I want.
This is like
it's not what I'm used to. Normally they're just.
You know, this is like in the NBA or the NFL. It's like you love offense all season, but when it comes to the playoffs.
And just so you know, this is just great defense. Any contact on that red ball, that Polino is shooting
that
into the
reds. That could be 2-3 red. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a very dangerous approach. Oh, they kept it. They kept the green point.
Tim does not want it tonight.
I think you got to throw this like a man or just get rid of it. I don't know how you can tuck that in there.
I'm on team. You know me. I'm on team conservative, so I'm not touching this. I wouldn't want anything to do with it. But Danny's a grown man. He can make his own choices. Oh, the throw off. I like to see it. I like the strategy. Yeah. Little gamesmanship there. Understanding what the move is. We actually don't need the camera to cut over, but we're just going to cut the mic over to Billy D if we don't mind for 1 second. Just in terms of sound, the camera can stay on the action.
Let's stay on the action, definitely, because our faces aren't that pretty to look at. But I'm here with Jon Brady. He's made his way to the finals, and he's gonna give us. Jon, who would you rather see in this in the next match?
Tough question, but I'll answer honestly. I would rather see the guys known as Bocce, but today known as Polino Bambino. I think Alex and I match up against them better.
Yeah, they both teams look really sharp out there. So I know that I don't think I could beat either of them, but I think you and Alex have got a great shot to take either of these squads down. Back to you guys.
I will say something that I just saw, and I don't love to see it. Tim from the Polino Bambinos, the one with the hat. Tim was just on his phone. I don't love that mental composure. I mean, I know they're winning and they're winning comfortably, but you want to see him stay in the game. I'm going to dock him a couple points there. I would love to give Red a free point for being on your phone in the semifinals.
I think that is absurd. That your phone would be on your person during a playoff match.
Yeah, you got focus.
And even if there's a short break.
So this is a tough spot for Max. He can't really line up on the right-hand side and throw it in. It's never going to curve in front of that front red. He's got to stay in this bottom corner, but he's going to throw it with some speed to avoid the curve because the curve is going to bite towards him. So I want to see this ball to be hot. Just going to die off. Yeah, you see that die off on the curve. It's got to be fast enough that it carries through the Polino and avoids the curve. So,
and like you just said earlier, playing into the curve is a lot harder than letting the curve take your ball.
That's true. Yeah,
your tempo's driving it.
Again, too soft. This is a nasty spot for both teams. I do like it. I mean, you're going to guarantee the point, but you could take a shot and try to push this back.
But no, it's going to be good.
That's going to die off as well. Man, what a nasty spot. I really do. I wanted to see, with 3 balls left, I wanted to see the Polino Bambinos kind of throw through it and maybe take a chance and kind of seal up the game with a 3. I mean, make it 8-1 versus 6-1. That's a hard spot.
Hey, you know what? They are here. They're in the semifinals. They are controlling the Polino.
That's true. Frames win games.
Yeah, frames win games. You know, control the Polino, control the game.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
So
yeah, they're not losing.
They're not losing. So, but I am surprised as well.
Right. This is a classic spot.
Got a nice little makeshift tent here building over the Chef.io headquarters with our minor precipitation coming in, but I think it was a farce. I think there were some droplets on the trees above us.
Oh, a farce, do you say?
Yeah, perhaps.
Oh,
perhaps it was a farce.
A little farce.
It just doesn't feel rainy. It is just too gorgeous out here tonight.
There we go. That's some speed that I want to see. I don't want to see it to be short. I don't care that you're long. You can always push it back.
And that could play. That could play on a court like this.
Absolutely.
If that Polino goes back there,
stop
your ball's still there.
Get back to your roots, guys. Dan Marino's man boops. Get back to your roots. Start throwing through it. Let's create some chaos. Let's outplay them.
And maybe it's a testament to their team name, because Jan Marino was clearly an amazing Hall of Fame regular season player.
Yeah.
But when it came down to the big game, where was it?
Oh, curve in. That's fine. I'm still fine with that, because if they get it, if they go for it, you push it back. That's fine. That's an okay miss.
And even if they miss,
Let's see a little adjustment here. Just a little adjustment. Oh, nice shot. Really nice shot. Good adjustment from Dave there.
what a great ball. And now it really puts some pressure here on the Bambino. If they want to come in, if they hit that Polino back, there's 2 reds sitting back there. They could just eat that point out.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They have no option to push it deep.
You're going to have to come in with a perfect touch. You're going to have to come in higher than that. This is just such a hard setup for them to not hit the Polino at all.
Kendra, it is
Unless
6-1.
that.
We will get the score up for you. Kevin, if we could get the score in the camera every once in a while, just for some viewers at home, not at this exact moment. I got some viewers chiming in on the Instagram.
The score right now is 6-1 green, and they are scoring 6 with amazing shots like the one.
Yeah, the score is not correct up on the thing, but we will get that fixed for you, Kendra. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for reaching out to me. Kendra, I miss you. Good hearing from you.
And Scott, I love you being in touch with the community, but did you see that green point right there?
Oh, it was delicious.
There is nothing better in the game of bocce than pointing closer than your opponent who is 2 inches away. I mean, that is the ultimate finesse shot, and that is why I love the game. You can always win with a better point
Absolutely.
shot.
And with some people who aren't familiar with the term pointing, for those familiar with the ABC community, you would say pointing could be halos or just beating their ball. Okay,
Just beating their ball?
anything in front, but particularly this would be a really good point shot. This is a halo. This is right next to it. To beat the ball, you either have to replace it or really knock it out. So
a halo, is in a way subjective.
that's true.
But what I was told was Polino's distance or less. Did you ever hear that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sounds about
I'm
right.
fine with
Right?
that statement.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
legit.
of course. Yeah, I
That's a
agree with
legit
that.
halo. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what a frame to start. Okay, all right. I do not want this ball to be short. I want this to go through it. Nothing bad can happen here. Even if you hit out your own red, you probably get the Polino.
Oh, they are backed up now. They are 6 feet behind the court talking about their shot. I do not think this is going to be a soft tuck shot like we've been seeing.
Oh, let's see it. Come on, throw it through it.
Don't be afraid. That has some purpose.
Ooh, that might be good enough.
That is just enough.
Oh, it might be really close.
That's hard to tell with the shadows from the
One
overhead.
green.
That is still green.
Damn,
He
almost
missed
a
it.
tough call.
And this isn't even a tougher shot.
Yeah, he
pushed
made
that
it harder
green
on
higher
himself.
on the wall.
Yep.
There is no place for that Polino to go. There's no place for that green ball to go. This is a dead ball right here.
Man, that's the speed I wanted on the last shot. That's the speed I wanted on the last shot.
With the angle of the last shot and that speed, that would have been perfect. However, they did open it up for themselves. They're not in as bad of a position
I
as they just
need it
were.
to be in front. Can't be deep. Ooh. Okay. You would think that some veterans would capitalize here, but I've seen crazier misses. Good speed. Looks like it's going to curve right into it. Wow, it's a great
What a shot.
Looks
I
like
gotta
one
tell
green.
you, I can't tell you how often I'm commentating these games and I just get caught up as a fan, watching the shot, watching the moment, hoping that
Oh, it's short.
they can roll good balls. That's all I want to see is good
So,
balls here. So we have a mild domination going on here. We have 8-1. It's a very slow burn. They're not scoring a lot of points. They scored the casino early. They scored the 3 points early, I guess that's gonna be 7 of their 8. But
No. It was 4-2-1-1.
oh, the casino. That was in the other one.
Yeah.
4-2-1-1. So they are just chipping away here, and I think that's all right. I think scoring is good. Scoring is hard to do, and if you score, if you're not timed out, you can't lose.
I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to guarantee the single malt boys win this frame. I really do mean it. I really do
they're
think that's
about to
going to
come
happen.
back right here.
I think that they win this frame. I think they make a little run here. They've been down like this before, and they will. Oh wow! What a dagger of a shot! God, Tim with an unbelievable shot, making Kendra so proud at home.
And for a team named Paulino Bambino.
Oh, they're
They just made of that Paulino the baby.
There's
right
some
there.
Chicago.
Look at that, mom and dad tucking the baby in right now.
Oh, wrapping the
That is
baby up.
impossible to see. There's no way to get to that. So let's not forget these. The Dan Marino's man boobs are a part of the single malt botch franchise.
Yeah, single malt drinkers.
Yes, and you were talking about their presence in 2019. You know, pre-quarantine, they broke a cycle at Chop Shop, winning that championship in the hardest league against the toughest teams who had won Snakes on a Plane, Daddy's Ball, Daddy's franchise, which is yours, and Players Haters Ball had won every championship there for 2 years. And it was single
true.
malt botch who was a wild card and broke that cycle of repeating champions.
Oh, what a shot from... I said it earlier. I've been vindicated. He can throw hammers that cause chaos. Let's see it. That is a big turn in the game.
There are the 2019 Chop Shop.
There they are.
They're the people you've been talking about all night.
Oh, man. Just for any viewers at home of single malt that are watching, that was not the real single malt. That was actually just Max and Brad. It was
just Max?
It was actually not the whole teom.
But Max is here.
Max
so
is playing.
It counts.
Max is playing. I just don't want to disrespect the rest of the single malt guys. Just to be clear, I love you guys.
Oh, you love the guys that didn't win.
Yeah, I love the guys that won.
I'm talking about the winners. I'm talking about the winners.
Yeah, just right.
Hey, I'm a numbers guy. I just got the numbers in front of me. You know, he's the history guy.
Hey, I'm the history guy.
He was there.
I was there for that.
I just got the numbers.
Okay, big frame for the single malt guys. We're going to cut over to Billy D real fast. Billy D's here with Mike Brady, a perennial all-star.
Guys, I'm here with Mike Brady.
Looking over at the booth, I'm seeing Scotty, I'm seeing Z. We've got a classic villain and we've got a classic bocce good guy. Do you consider yourself a bocce good guy or a bocce villain?
You know, I think that's going to have to depend on, one, who I'm playing, and two, who's asking. If I'm playing against Scotty Suburbs, I'm definitely a bocce good guy. If I'm playing against a newbie or someone else, I'm definitely a villain. But I think it's going to depend wholeheartedly on who's looking at. I try to be the good guy, but let's be honest, I'm crude and obnoxious. So, you know, it is what it is at this point.
I love it, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. Back to the booth.
Billy,
Wow.
good stuff. There is my most hated player in American Bocce Company, Mike Brady, checking in with an unsolicited interview, and I suppose we appreciate it.
Mike Brady,
Back to the action.
A potential villain in the community. Definitely a good friend of mine, but I am also a villain in the community. We got the nice guy over here in the villain. I actually can't see the Polino right now. Oh, okay, there it is. That's a good shot for us.
Good camera work.
This is going to be
camera work. This is nasty over here.
Yeah, this is going to be some chaos. I got to think that Dave's going to chuck this with some velocity here. All right, there we go.
Good.
Wow.
If
You know
this
what?
is
You
played
know what I
properly-
like? You know what I think could happen here? That red might not even move if he throws it hard enough. And if it does, that Polino might kick back deep.
I feel like whoever has the last ball is scoring in this frame.
You
This
do?
is a weird place. I mean, that ball's in a weird place.
So this is the dreaded wall ball for some people that don't know. By the way, the score is 8-2, just to update everybody that might not see it on the ball coming in.
It's a little early. That'll do. That's 2 green.
Wow. I mean, this has
I
to...
think if he comes in
Extra hot,
enough
right?
here,
Extra
you
hot
can push
play?
the front red ball. You might get that
You might
Polino
even
to
carry it to
squeeze
the-
back into your
yeah.
red ball. I think that's your best chance here because there's no finesse happening here on the wall. With this cluster of balls, what are you going to finesse it? I mean, there you go. That's what I like to see. That's a good chance.
Wow. Oh, and that's a hard ball to beat.
That is a hard ball to beat because if he hits it too hard, he's kicking that Polino back into the back run. However, I hear a timer going off, which means we are entering the down and back.
So just to be clear for everybody watching, if I'm green, I actually am throwing off here because I do not want to risk a 2-point swing, knowing that it's down and back with 5 points.
There's
no
got
point to shoot.
You got a 5-point lead.
Yeah, you want to see it throw
down
off
and
here.
back.
This is bad
This
shot
can only
selection.
hurt.
This can only hurt you.
All right.
I'll find it.
That's as good as a throw off.
That's fine. Any harder than that.
All right, we are starting a down and back, which means they have 2 frames left to complete the game due to time restrictions. The score is 8-3 with, is it Dan Marino's? No, it is the Polino Bambinos.
Polino Bambinos are up, so
as they have been the
Marino's
entire game.
man boops have to make up 5 points in 2 frames. That's a tall ask. I think in this frame, you don't go for anything over 2. I think all you need is 2. All you need is a couple. Just get your bearings. I wish that they wouldn't go back to this spot. They've been getting beat on this spot by Danny and Tim pretty consistently.
And Scott, unfortunately, the more I play bocce, the more I realize how little people pay attention to where they throw the Polino. And the whole purpose of controlling the Polino is to put it not only where you want, but where the opponent doesn't want.
Yeah, seems to not be throwing well.
And if you're
exactly
not
right.
paying attention to that part of the game, you're probably going to have a very hard time winning championships.
A big miss by Danny here. Danny with a long ball that was wide open for him to start. If you're Dan Marino's man boops, you got to be thrilled with the way that this frame started.
Absolutely.
You can always nudge it forward.
Absolutely. You got a ball in front, which appeared to be a bad miss.
Oh, he's going to hit that red in.
Oh, now is looking really good.
We are going to have a game on our hands. If
This
you
is
thought
the first frame of a down and back where they need 5 points to come back, we're watching green Polino Bambinos throw their 3rd ball against Dan Marino's first weak shot. That'll do.
If you're
you cannot miss this ball.
Now, if you're Dave here, you got to. You either have 2 options. I personally would nudge the red in. I think it's an easier shot.
You're nudging the red, or you're curling in around on the green.
Yeah.
And you said they're not finesse players, so we need to nudge that red up and get this.
Well, they traditionally haven't been with all game. They've been
all of
throwing
a sudden
finesse, so why not?
And here he is. He's coming from the high side.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to finesse it in.
If he bumps that green at all, they are sitting in great shape here to score multiple points. What a shot.
Wow! Ooh. I don't know. Measurement's coming in. It looks red to me, but
man, the court really ate that up, didn't it? It cooked a lot.
1 red.
That'll do.
Big shot. Well, I mean, Tim knows the angle. He knows what he has to do, and then.
The importance of that contact, Scott, was that they forced green to use their last ball.
Right.
Which gives them all the power in this frame.
And Max is still going to have 2 shots left, so this is going to be. By the way, you guys can't see it, but the crowd has really formed around here. That's going to be close. That's measurable.
It's going to be close. So what are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm sitting on
you have 2
the
balls
backboard.
against 0.
I'm scooting over and sitting on the
One
backboard.
green point, we're sitting on the backboard. If you bump that out, you could get 3, which is a huge down of a down and back. So huge.
Dave, not holding the speed back. I love to see
What
it.
a
I love to see it. What a
What a
shot.
shot.
That could be 2.
That is 2.
God, all you got to do is eat them up.
In there. Nice and easy. You know they're finesse this game? You know they're finesse this game? A little hot. A little hot.
It's okay. 2. They need 3 on the last frame. That's okay.
Hey, they got the 2 they wanted. That is not how you want to see the 2.
Folks watching at home, it is soup season, and they are about to heat it up and eat it up. Last frame, down 3. Can Dan Marino's man boots make it happen?
And speaking of soup season, are you into a clear soup or a cloudy soup?
I am on Team Broth.
Team broth?
Yeah, I'm Team Clear Broth.
I like it.
I'm on water-based.
Water-based?
Water-based soups.
I do appreciate it. I'm a miso man myself.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not on Team Cream. I'm a yogurt eater, but I'm not a dairy fanatic.
You know, I do like the cream soups, but if I had to have one soup before it was all over, it would definitely be a broth-based soup.
It's got to be French onion. Has to be.
Well,
I actually won't even entertain any other.
My friend, I'm going with sopa azteca. Okay. It has the flavor of 1,000 years.
Wow. God, that's a man boop. You heard it from. You love to hear the games, Chip. I want to hear the talking. I want to hear the teams, kind of getting after each other. If we agree that everybody is relatively equal in terms of shooting ability, what separates everybody? I'm gonna say the mental aspect.
The mental aspect is so huge in this game, Scott.
Massive shot from Tim.
That was an unbelievable shot under pressure, and felt like the Bambinos were having a semi-collapse here in the end.
Yeah, it did.
And they come out with that incredible halo up against the wall.
Wow. That could be two.
We're going ball for ball here. This is
actually, just for the record, I think that is measurable for the.
This is a heavyweight match right here.
I think that's measurable for the second.
Perhaps. That could look like only one red. But that is definitely going to be one green.
That is good, one green.
And that is a nasty shot.
Red's
It's just far enough away.
So Red's in a really bad spot here because they need 3. They only have 2 balls left. Hitting that green out isn't going to do anything. I actually want to see him bank, play, and try to push Reds in and carry them.
If they put that front red in, that would be a huge first ball.
But the first thing is first.
This could be a 2-ball shot here. You don't have to get 3 on this ball. That is a risk, and it's probably going to cost them the game.
For sure.
They're going to need a miracle here, absolutely.
He's going to try to hit the Plino off. Again, if the Plino leaves the court, a full reset, you reset the frame. That's what he's going for. Chaos.
And that is the game.
Ball game.
Wow.
Semifinal
Too little,
number 2.
too late.
Yeah, too little, too late. I knew that they'd make a little comeback, and Bocce certainly did their best to try to hand it off. But at the end of the day, I think that's a fair result. I'm going to cut over to Billy D really fast for a post game.
Bit of just a little audio, just talking back and forth. But look, we have Alicia Harvey here actually.
Mama Bocce.
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
Mama
Mama
Bocce,
Bocce.
right here in the flesh.
And my fancy tequila in my little glass.
Little fancy tequila there tonight. All right, Alicia, here's a question for you. With all this COVID nonsense, a lot of bad things have come out of it, but I'm sure there's been at least a couple good bocce puns that have come out of the COVID era. Have you heard anything like that?
Yes, I have heard it. Every season I'm always like, there's no way that people are going to come up with new puns that I've never heard of. But somehow they manage to surprise me every single time. So a couple of my favorites are Livin' La Vida Lockdown.
Love it.
Love it. Shout out to my homie Ricky Martin. Another favorite of mine is we got locked down, but we got back up again.
Oh my gosh.
Another really great.
Chumbawamba? Is that a Chumbawamba reference? Excellent. Love to see it.
Excellent. So not an actual COVID reference, but something that was born out of COVID.
Born out of COVID. That's what we're looking for. I mean, the bocce people are going to get creative. There's always something.
I'm always like, there's no way there's going to be a new bocce pun or anything related to bocce. I've heard every single one, hundreds of them. This season I saw Wet Ass Polino.
Oh, love me some Megan Thee Stallion.
Cardi B, happy birthday.
Big shot today?
Yesterday, I think. I don't know, it was this week.
Goodness.
Yeah, so it's been fun, really, to see.
Every year, it never ceases to amaze us.
I feel like there should be an award, like a $5 cash prize if you come up with a new name I've never heard of, but we're working on it.
Hey, we can work on that.
$10,
Hey.
I don't know, what's good?
All right, you heard it here. Alicia Harvey's offering $10 to the greatest bocce pun every season. All right. Hey, it's a little side game. Who knows?
Yeah, thanks,
Guys, what do you think about that?
I'm very excited about it. I'm excited that there's bocce being played at all.
Isn't it the best?
So we are heading into the finals matchup. We're going to take a short break here, let these players get a rest. We're going to go get some fresh water and come back. But when we come back, we got the Paulino Bambinos, the number 8 seed, versus Remembering Jon, the number 7 seed, playing for it all here on the final Wednesday night championship of 2020. Can we get a screensaver? Yeah.
I just yelled.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go, man.
Guys, welcome back. We're back on American Bocce. We're here for the finals. Customary pre-finals shot of Fernet Branca. Shouts out Fernet. We love you. You've been around since day one. And customary kind of friendship shot before the game starts. So we'll cut over for the action. Okay. Wow, nothing like a Fernet Branca in Bocce. A match made in heaven.
Doesn't it taste better here?
It does.
I have Fernet Branca at my house, and I take shots occasionally, and I just don't have that feel.
Yeah, I do want to go to Billy D. We're going to get some early analysis of the match that's coming up, maybe some crowd responses and some crowd predictions.
Very excited. What do you got, Billy?
In this game, you really gotta like Alex and Brady. It's gonna be a good matchup, but these guys have been playing out here all summer long. It's gonna be hard to cheer against Al.
Yep.
I mean, he's been he's been playing a lot of golf, and he's been working on his touch. The guy's an absolute beast on his home court, and he really rises to occasions like this. This is what the guy lives for. He goes out there, he plays his game, he rarely makes mistakes. So if this guy makes a mistake, you better take advantage of it, because he's not going to make too many of them.
Absolutely, Billy.
We're going to cut to the live footage, I think. Are we live now, Spomer? We are live.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get
we're
this
live
game
at the
going
game.
on.
Who cares what I did long time ago?
Okay, so a couple things about going into the finals matchup. Of course, we have the kind of, two of the best players who have ever played in American Bocce company, Alex and Jon Brady versus Bocce in Dan and Tim Carroll, brothers. The brothers Bocce, the Polino Bambinos, if you will, definitely, this has been coming. Their first ship in American Bocce. Of course, they haven't won an official American Bocce league yet, so this has been coming. I mean, combined, you're probably looking at 20 championships between Jon Brady and Alex Guerra. So happy
So what you're saying here is that the number 7 seed, Remember John, which is Jon Brady and Alex Guerra, have a combined 20-plus championships, whereas the Bocce guys from Dan Marino's Man Boops are looking for their first.
Yeah.
This is very exciting. And as you know in Bocce, anything can happen on any night.
Alex is going to walk this back. I don't think he's going to just take a replacement. I think he's going to.
I know for a fact that Alex loves these courts. He beat me by over 40 points at the Rollathon on this court in 12 hours. I did not adjust.
Nope.
And
shouts out to me. I won the 50-50. I actually.
Oh, you won the 50-50
I actually.
You won the prop?
I actually won the prop.
Yeah.
I won it in almost every category.
That is awesome.
I didn't know. I don't
know that I knew that. I don't know that I knew that.
I won the prop bet.
That's awesome.
I took Alex in.
Nice. That was a nice pool. That was a nice pot.
It was nice. I'm not sure if Alicia Harvey paid me the correct amount. Oof. Bad start from Bocce. This is 3 green to start. Just so everyone
that was a long time
home,
ago, Scott. That money's gone.
That's true. Just so everybody knows, there's going to be some friendly banter. Alex is not going to let these guys not hear it if they miss.
Does Alex rise to the occasion when it comes to banter on the court, being such a...
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying a politician, but, being the president of the company, being the face of the company, do you think he still gives you that 100% baller gamesmanship out there on the court?
Yes.
Absolutely?
Yeah,
unquestionably? Would you say it's even more so?
Speaking as his teammate, I do think that this is going to be a bloodbath. Kendra, if you're watching, I'm sorry to say it. I love you guys, and I love the brother Carrolls, but I think that this is going to be, I think Alex wants his damn respect, like LeBron said.
True.
Shouts out LeBron, the GOAT. You heard it here first.
Well, he is the current GOAT.
Okay, so an early 3 points from Alex and John. I I think that they're going to control the Polino and they will move it around. I don't think they're going to let the Carols get comfortable in any single spot. I think they're going to just keep kind of working them around.
And like I said
what
earlier,
what a high ball. Look at that curve.
you can throw the seeding out here.
Beautiful
This is a
shot.
7 and 8 seed, but
Yeah,
you're
this
looking
is
at a
1 and 2 seed.
perennial championship contender with a perennial
Championship 1 and
playoff
2.
threat. Yeah, with a perennial championship contender.
Right. I don't love standing down and throwing into the curve. That's never my #1 shot selection. That's the problem that you run
That is
into.
the
You
exact
don't know how far it's going to curve down. So similarly here, I don't want to see Tim come any further south, or I'm sorry, like towards us of that middle line. I want him to stay up. I'd actually rather just have him throw into it.
Exactly.
Like, let's just see what happens.
If you throw into the curve, if you throw it too hard, it's going to go right through.
Right.
And if you don't throw it hard enough, it's going to fall
It's gonna
short.
bite, yeah.
It's.
Looks like he's going to take the high line approach.
You've just got to throw a perfect ball.
Man,
and
see,
as
that's what
good
I
of a
mean.
shot
That's a
as that
great
is,
shot. That's a
it's a
great
great shot.
shot.
It's just not where the Polino's position. That's not going to be a good shot for
Yeah,
you. You need to, honestly, that same shot from the high side might drop right in there.
Yeah, it's tough. This is a tough spot. I do think if you are Polino Bambino, you got to start playing defense early. You don't want to go down in a hole against Alex and Jon. This isn't the team to do it against. They're not going to make a lot of mistakes. They're not going to give you a lot of pushes. This last ball, I'll tell you exactly where I want it. I want it high side, short.
Take away that wall game.
Yeah.
Take away that curve.
I want to be in their way.
Make them have to shoot from the bottom and make the perfect shot.
Right. Yeah, don't make it easy.
We'll see if
I
they feel you.
I want it on the left side of their ball.
Good
short.
intentions, a little hot.
It's a little hot. Man, that was the line. I just wanted short.
And now they've got all that room up there to drop those balls in. They come ready. And Jon, so this is, Alex, he said, is going to get chatty. He's going to get excited. He's a gamer. He's out there. Jon's a very quiet player. For as much as Jon has won, Jon is never chattering out on the court. He's never barking across the court. You hardly ever hear him. You only know Jon if you talk to him before and after the games. During the game, he's very locked in.
Yep.
But very in touch with his teammates. He's always talking to them.
But you can hear Alex already kind of getting
little chirpy.
Getting a little chirpy, cheering his team on. He's not necessarily going after the brother
yeah,
Carols
yet,
yet, but I do expect that to happen at some point.
I do love, and you're more familiar with this than almost anyone I know, that cheering your teammates on is as much hazing the other team as it is encouraging your own team.
Yeah.
The more the other team hears you celebrate your accomplishments, the more flustered they're going to get.
Oh, man. Oh.
That is a tough shot.
Enough.
One is good.
Okay, so ball keeps rolling, 4-0. Also, I just want to give it one more shout out while we get this measurement here. Shouts out to Shuff.io. I know I've done this before. I don't think that anybody at home really realizes the amount of production and the quality that comes into this and the amount of effort that it takes from the Shuff.io guys. They work super hard to set up the rig, set up the cameras, get our mics working, get people here, set up tents. Kevin, I would even show the people at home the tent that you're working with, the actual production tent that you're working with.
Yeah,
so
let's swing it over here. This is really cool.
I want people at home to realize the amount of effort. This isn't a low budget thing. This is a professional quality show. Shouts out to the Shuff.io guys. We love you. We love that you've adopted us as your second home. And shouts out Shuffleboard, Royal Palms. We love you, and we're happy that we've made a really nice relationship from that. So.
Indeed. This is as exciting as it is to be here. The first week when I was watching at home and you guys were talking about it, it was exhilarating to be able to see Bocce presented to you in this fashion for the first time.
Really nice shot from Danny Carroll.
Wow. All right.
That could be a catalyst that kind of sets the tone.
Maybe they're going to show up here.
Yeah,
maybe they're going to show up here because it is 4-0. It's in the third frame. You're playing two all-time greats.
Yeah, it's hard mentally. Mentally, it's tough.
But let's not, discount the accomplishments here. The brothers, Danny and Tim, they're incredible players too.
Oh yeah, they're not amateurs. They are not amateurs. They have an array of shots. They can play wall ball. They can play shoot 'em out. They can play proximity. I don't think that they're severely outclassed. I just think that it's a mental hurdle to have to play against two of the best players that have ever been in American Bocce and go down in a hole.
And not
luckily,
just two of the best players, two of the best mental players too. Like you cannot get into Alex or Jon's head.
Oh, what a shot!
As I
Jesus,
speak,
that is
he drops a dime.
That is
And there we got the showmanship. We're showing the points. Everyone knows it's one. You guys remember Jon now?
Yeah, do you remember Jon? I do. Oh, let's see it. Oh! Some good bocce right here, folks.
You know, I think that exact same shot is going to be very successful here.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, a different player is shooting it. I think I would shoot that again because that was the perfect shot. And the red ball is now not blocking in the front. If they do that exact same shot, they could end up with 3 red right here. I don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, I got to think that they're debating where the Polino's going to go if they get it. If the Polino's going to ricochet off the green back towards red, or if it's going to shoot through and go deep. They don't want that.
It's all about touch. A little hot.
Okay. Okay, this is a real difficult situation. What do you do here?
I think you got to keep it in front. You got to play defense. You got to prevent them from scoring a second point.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think you missed your opportunity to knock that green out. I think you played in front. Because if you kick that Polino into an open area, you're automatically going to get and you don't know if you might give up too. So.
You could get lucky with that red ball sitting down there, but that is
really good shot, really good. Ooh, just
good speed. I like it. But again, a good shot behind the Polino ends up not being a good shot to me because it's something for the other team to play with. But they've got too many blockers here for this to be too dangerous. What do you do? What do you do here if you're Alex?
Well, so I think
if you're one of the greatest clutch shooters here.
So I think if you're Alex, you're thinking about where the Polino is going to go. That's what Jon's talking about. Jon's wondering if they hit that side and they hit the Polino's going to kick to the red. I don't think Alex wants anything to do with that necessarily. I don't expect whatever. Yeah, that's a throw.
There he goes. He throws it away.
That's right. If he misses in any capacity and it hits the Polino, that was going to be 2 red. I think that's right. That's definitely the right move.
I think it's a smart play and control the Polino, control the game. That's what we've been talking about here all night. 1 point is still a point. It still means you can put the Polino wherever you want it and start the game however you want it. So it's all up to you.
Hey, I just got a text message from Patrick, one of our dearest and beloved community members. He is live at Neon Wilderness right now. So definitely we got some streaming fans and anybody who's drinking at the bar.
Oh, he's watching live? I thought you said he was going live.
No,
and that people should tune away from our broadcast to watch Neon Wilderness bartending.
No.
He's watching us live?
He's watching
What's
us
up,
live.
Patrick? Thanks for tuning in,
live.
buddy. All right.
I wonder if Dave Satoris is there. That's probably likely as well. So.
That's Dave with a D, right?
Dave with a D. Okay, so a little deep miss by Danny. We don't love to see that. Tim's coming up here. Hopefully he gets a little proximity.
Ooh, they are throwing hot right now.
It's okay. As long as you're deep, you can still be active.
I don't know
we'll go to Billy D.
That's Billy D, not Mike D. As I was told that we were on there earlier as Mike D. This is Billy D. But yeah, we've got ourselves a great game here. If you don't like this, you don't like bocce. Oh, here you are down here. First timer over here. But you know what? It's 5-0 right now. Oh my gosh, that's such a nice green ball in there. Guys, I don't got too much to say. Why don't I just cut back to the booth? I had something, I lost it. Now we're back to the booth.
Okay, hopefully that's the last time that we cut over to Billy D. We might revoke his privileges on the mic. To catch you up on this frame, we've had some really, really nice bocce. This is another one of those frames where I don't know if Alex and Jon want anything to do with this. I think they can nuzzle it in. I think they can bank it in, and I think that they will try. But I think if they miss their first, they will throw off.
This is a tricky shot because what you want to do here is you want to bank it early enough to come off just inside of that red ball. And I'm saying this from the sideline. It's very easy to see from overhead, but a very tough shot. Here they are going for it. If they hit that Polino too much, that is way too early. That's good. That's a safe shot. A miss is essentially a walk-off.
Right.
We got a gust coming through here.
Alex pointing out for his teammate. That's customary to see in American Bocce. You'll see people, you know, kind of showing them, giving them a little look. Oh, no bank. That wasn't.
Hey, hot is good too. All right. One green moving on. We still got a shutout here. 6-0. Remember Jon.
Hey, also, shouts out to Jon Brady's lovely wife and lovely baby watching in Evanston. They have relocated from the city. I just got a text message from them saying that they're watching. They're definitely cheering. I actually don't know if they're cheering on Jon that as hard as you would think. I don't think they care if Jon loses. But what's going on, guys? Miss you. Haven't seen you in a very long time. I hope everything's well. I hope you're healthy.
I have not too. I would love to say hi to Rachel from SLC Bocce. And I think it's a little late for an infant to be awake. So put that baby to bed and we'll start swearing.
No, let the baby watch us. We'll set a fine example. Indoctrinate the baby.
Fair dues.
Great replacement shot by Danny. Danny's first ball has been pretty nice. It's his second ball that's kind of been letting him down a little bit. Oh, Jon didn't turn enough.
That was almost perfect there. Almost perfect. And Jon is not an aggressive player. Jon is a finesse player, and one of the best finesse players I've ever played against out here at the American Bocce Company.
Oh, he missed left. That's the hard part of throwing against the grain that we were talking about. He lines up left. He's trying to throw into the curve.
His first shot was nearly perfect. I think if he throws the exact same ball, he bumps his ball in.
I think Alex is going to try to carry the Polino a little bit
just
here.
a little lamps. I do not think he's going to be soft on this shot.
Yeah, up 6-0. I expect an aggressive throw. Yeah. I expect this to be.
I think it's going to be moderately aggressive here. You're just going to push through and leave that Polino outside.
He's going to try to push the Polino. Got it. Big ball.
There you go. That's a big three. Green.
And so now all that does for the situation is makes Polino Bambino make a shot. You know, you have to beat them. And this, first off, I think Polino Bambino should come away with 2 here. This is an easy situation for them.
Wow. How do you miss all 3 of those balls?
That's an unlucky miss. You don't love to see it.
It's going to be improbable to see 3 times in a row.
He's going to try to walk it a little. Oh, really nice shot. Really nice shot from Danny. A couple big bocce outs and replacements.
Now,
Danny's throwing really nice stones
without a mess up here, we're going to get them on the board. And you know scoring a point, how much that does for your psyche.
Oh, it's going to be short. It's going to be short.
Hey,
we're going to cut over to Billy. We don't need to for the camera, but we'll cut over to Billy. Cutting over to Billy right now.
Awesome, guys. I'm here with Rich with ASAP Bocce. They won last season's Wednesday Night League. Why don't you weigh in on this game for us?
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually surprised it's 6-1 right now. I think that this has been great bocce.
When he misses
I think
outside,
that they've both been sticking it pretty close. Alex and Jon have just been – they've put that little knockout punch each turn that's kind of made it a little more spread out than it should be. I think there's going to be a major rally here in the second half.
Yeah, Red got one nice point. They got the Polino back, and they put up a nice one there. Going to make them work for it.
Yeah, you know, they've just been kind of holding court, man. Once they get the Polino, they're kind of playing defense and sticking it close. And I do think that eventually the tide's going to turn a little bit, and we're going to have a nice little finish here. But right now, they're kind of holding the momentum.
Absolutely, I hope so. We're going to see some great bocce tonight. That's a guarantee. Back.
So, guys, really something to point out here on this frame. Also, great ball by Jon Brady to kind of sit in front. I think that's got to be good. But the brothers Carroll, with their first time that they've had the Polino, switched the court
completely. We've never seen the Polino.
I've never seen them throw it down here.
On this low wall.
But all that tells me is that they're veteran players. They know that they were getting beat at that spot.
Let's try something else.
Yeah, let's try something else. Let's see what's happening.
Let's try something else.
You really love to see it, and it really shows some maturity that that lots of other bocce teams wouldn't think to do,
Like
because they want to be comfortable. They want to be comfortable, but it's not about you being comfortable. It's about the other team being uncomfortable.
They're too comfortable. Yeah. We were just talking about that earlier, as how much Polino placement, how important Polino placement is to the game, and how even intermediate players don't understand the importance of controlling the Polino, putting it where you want, putting it where the other team doesn't want.
And in the meantime, Brother Carroll's bocce out. Danny's having a really good game. I really do. I think he's playing pretty well. I also am shocked to. Oh, that's right. They only scored one last frame. I thought it was 6-2. It is 6-1.
Yeah, it could have been a 2.
I think Alex understands that he is up a ball here, and I expect him to potentially sit on the wall. I don't think he's too worried about it.
I feel like he's going to take a wall shot and try and bump that Polino. That's a little light,
sure.
though. I thought he was trying to bump that Polino back into his green to give him a little more secure 1 or 2. But that was just a bad throw by a great player.
I really want to know what they're talking about. I mean, they're little goofballs. Like, this is a relatively routine shot. I think they want to hit the green.
You know, honestly, I think the conversation has to do with leaving it on the wall. You do not want to leave it on the wall, because anything on the wall is
They're up a ball.
Gone. Yeah, and up a ball.
Oh no.
Well, that was a little too much.
I disagree with you on that. I have
Okay,
to.
I think
they were
they
up a
wanted-
ball, so if they leave it on the wall and they get knocked out, they would have already hit it.
Yeah. But I think
I'm getting some shtick from Alex.
So-
Alex, how about this next time? Why don't you do the conservative approach and just put it in?
Yeah. Well, if one thing you know about Alex is not a conservative player. He wants multiple points every frame.
I'd
He's
like
not
to
looking for one.
Oh, that is just bad. Bad bocce. This is a throw off right here.
There
is.
I think there is 0 chance you get a red point.
That's a throw off.
Unless you can.
It already is red.
No, a second.
Oh,
red
a second
point.
red
I'm
point.
sorry, a second red point, because you're gonna have to throw this so perfectly soft and high that it's gonna have to drop in, and they're not lined up to do that. There's no way this is gonna bend around.
I am surprised he's.
This is gonna.
Oh, I'm
this is
surprised
gonna
he's
sell the
throwing
point.
it.
Oh no.
No, nothing. Sure.
What a dangerous
I like
shot.
it. No, I like it.
I don't like
throw it
that
off.
angle one bit. I think there's nothing but danger over there. You need to come outside or walk it off. Either way, they threw it light. Live
Okay,
to play.
let's see if the brothers Carroll mix up the Polino location. No, it looks like they're going to.
And Scott, the difference
Hey,
between
new spot. I love to see it.
the difference between a finals game and any other game tonight is that there is no clock. So you control the Polino, you control the game. If you score 1 point, you cannot lose.
Brothers Carroll mix up the Polino toss, and Danny continues to have an amazing game, making his teammates on Bocce proud. I'm sure they're watching. I know if Lissy was here, she would probably be screaming her head off. Certainly Matt and Jess would be the silent teammates of the group.
Speaking of Matt, I hear co-founder Matt David is running prop bets on the side of the court here, and seems to be getting some action.
Okay.
I think the action is at $1, and anybody in the audience can take a bet here right now. So
nice shot. Really good shot. Eat 'em up. Alex Garrett giving them the old Zeke Elliott, eat 'em up. Shouts out Ohio State, go Bucks. Shouts out Ohio State, go Bucks. Come on.
Boo.
Buckeyes for life.
I.
Tim, the game isn't over, and certainly the game, there's lots left to be played with, but Tim's got to find his speed. Tim is short. Tim is not throwing with the confidence that Danny is. Oh, and Danny just did it too. Yeah, Alicia Harvey from the crowd yelling at the Carroll brothers to be better. I'll give it to them also. Come on, Carroll brothers, be better.
I've seen them bust me.
It's better, but not good enough. Not even close.
Do you think they're?
Oh,
do
you
think
can't
they're?
do
Do you
that
think they're
against these
feeling
guys.
the pressure of the medal here, like knowing that their opponents have 20+ medals between them, and they have 0? Like, how much do you think that weighs on their performance here tonight?
They've been in finals before, so I don't think that it weighs on them, that particular aspect. What I do think weighs on them is knowing that when they hit a big shot, that Alex and Jon are capable of just wiping that shot off the court. For instance, oh, but Jon, uncharacteristic miss. It does, from my angle, look like it's going to be 1. It does look measurable, but I don't think so. It's got to be 1. Yeah, for sure. Dan Spomer confirms the call. Just 1. I mean, Jon Brady is – they are considering going for a casino. I don't really know. Maybe try to bank off and push that green in, but you just take 3 and go up 9-2.
I think in the championship
there's a
game,
halftime, right?
There is a halftime.
If they get 3, it'll be halftime.
At 8, yeah. Wow.
What's he throwing for? Oh, I see it. I see what he's going for. That's not going to do it, but that's 2.
That's 2.
Yeah.
Well, now it gives them a better chance at this green. There's no way he should go for it, though. I think he should go for an easy 3
What
here.
is he doing? Oh,
can't miss that.
Big shot.
That's
okay, we go to
3.
halftime. I'll give you a quick update. Halftime, 9-2 in favor of Remember Jon against the Polino Bambinos. Remember Jon being Alex Guerra and Jon Brady versus the brothers Carol, Danny, and Tim. We will cut away for a little bit. We're going to cut over to Billy D for a little halftime,
Billy,
and then we'll cut to a break.
Hey, we got halftime here. It's 9-2.
My favorite note tonight.
Alex and Jon Brady doing what they do, up 7. But, the Carroll brothers, they haven't been putting their shots in.
The step over?
But, I mean, these guys are experienced. Do you think they can make the comeback?
I absolutely believe in these guys. They're playing great proximity bocce. They're in it. The frames are closer than the game looks right now. So I feel like there is absolutely all the room we need for a comeback here. That said, Alex is playing great. Jon is dialed in finally in his first season of return to bocce. So it's gonna take a lot to do it, but the Carroll brothers can.
Same story, different night as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it looks like Alex and Jon, they're just on. They're just on tonight. They always are. Rising to the occasion again. Al starting to get his chirp on. He's starting to get comfortable out there. Everyone's playing their game, but I hope the Carroll brothers can pull it together and give us an exciting finish.
There's one thing I'll say: the heat check shots are going in Alex and Jon's favor, where Tim and Danny are just a touch off on those gotta be perfect balls. They're a touch off, and Jon and Alex are not missing those. So it's. You don't think that'll happen all game long, but then again, it absolutely can.
It sure can, and I just hope we get a solid finish here. I'm looking forward to an awesome finish by these guys, and as much as the crowd isn't quite into it, we don't have as many fans out here. I still feel the energy. I'm feeling the bocce energy, and it's good stuff. I'm happy to be out here.
I know the game's on at least one bar in Chicago, at Neon Wilderness. Shout to you, Patrick and Dave. Love to see it, and I'm sure there are people at home in their bedrooms, in their living rooms, watching the good bocce action here on Oddball Sports with Chef.io. You got to love the production value. You got to love the job that you guys are all doing. Thank you so much. To those here, to those at home, we love you. We appreciate you. Let's get some good bocce in our faces.
Scotty, let's hear it.
This guy's feeling the love. This guy is feeling the love. I felt it. What a great halftime interview here from a bocce legend. What I love to see is David, who's running this league, doing an incredible job, as he always does. Gets bounced in the first round as an undefeated team. And he's still here, still having a great time, still loving watching the game. I think that's what this is all about.
Absolutely.
Of course, I wanted him to win, but running a league, playing in a league, having the presence of mind to come back and cheer for a great finals at halftime, I love the attitude coming from this guy. I've never had a bad moment with Matt David.
No way. And we're going to cut to a quick break, guys. We'll be back with the second half of the Bocce Finals. Can't wait to have it. Pumped. We'll see. everybody. We are back at the finals to recap. This is the second half of the Bocce finals. We have the brothers Carroll representing Polino Bambino, Tim and Danny, playing against Alex and Jon of Team Remember Jon. The score is 9-2, and we're going to kick it off to Spomer to get the ball. The Polino rolling. Alex Guerra for Remember Jon getting it started, going back to a very traditional spot. High side on the court, about mid-level. Gonna play maybe a high bank and just let it kind of nestle in like a little buttery biscuit or like a nicely wrapped Chipotle burrito. Shouts out Chipotle, I love you.
We've seen this spot. This spot has garnered half of a 9-point lead. They are saying right now to the other team, beat us in our spot.
Right.
Beat us in our spot.
Yeah,
That's
they're not
why
worried. They know where the spot is, and I don't love this. Again, Danny keeps coming down, trying to throw against the curve. I just think it's a hard job. I'm not saying he can't hit it. I just think it's a difficult.
Scott, this is what I did for 9 of the 12 hours of the rollathon.
Oh, we got it!
Oh, we got it. And
Nice
he got
shot.
it.
Great
That's what
shot.
I did not do.
Yeah, it's true.
I kept trying to do that. I kept trying to fight the curve because I thought I could finesse it. It's just not a high percentage shot. But what do I know? There he is, sitting right behind the ball. That's a really tough shot. They're going to have to come in really hot from this low side.
Yeah.
Or super perfect
and you see
from the high
you
side.
see the teammates talking about it, and Jon decided to give Alex a shot. This is a more Alex shot. This is going to be a kind of shoot it out, a little bit more power, a little kind of beat the curve. I think he's going to throw it hard. So
out here on these ABC courts, Alex is one of the best aggressive shooters. You're going to see him walk on the court. Follow through with this nice, straight, aggressive shot.
Nice shot.
Ooh.
Really good ball.
And that'll
Really
stay
nice
in
shot.
play. That is going to be one green.
So just to everyone watching at home, this is an easily beatable ball now. But if he doesn't hit that shot, they're down multiple balls in the frame and most likely giving up 2 to 3 points.
Any separation is a success.
Tim, who has struggled these finals, gets his shot back in line. This is a good shot for Tim just to kind of relax. There is no pressure. He's going to get it in. So you like to see that shot at Tim here. And then Jon Brady with a miss. That's all they needed. That's all the brothers Carroll need.
All they need is for 1 or 2 mistakes to give them a little momentum, and they need to
2 misses.
ride that momentum. That is a huge second miss.
I want to see a high bank shot here. I want to see him bank off the wall. It cushions the ball. It makes it an easy shot.
Good touch. That looks really good.
Oh, nice
That's going to be
shot,
2
Tim.
red. They
Really
cut
good
off
ball.
about 6 inches on their window, but I think they could still have an easy 3 here if they just take their time and drop it in.
Again, you don't want to hit that front red. If you hit that front red, you're going to run into a pretty big problem here. I think that's what he's worried about. Looks like he's going to sit up high. Nice shot. Really nice shot. Wow! What a way to start the second half. The Polino Bambinos, the brothers Carroll, coming out, shooting lights out, putting a 3 spot up, 9-5.
Now we got a ball game. What do you think they talked about there at halftime?
I don't know. I think they just said, we have nothing to lose. We're not worse than these guys. Let's just be comfortable. Let's play our game. Oh, I don't love that Polino throw, though. It's just not for me.
So with the brothers Carroll here, we got Danny and Tim. In your opinion, which one do you think takes longer to throw?
I don't know.
They both have very deliberate approaches.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very deliberate windups.
Neither of them.
Very patient approach.
Yeah, but neither of them are on the ABC, long time taker list. Like my teammate Rick Swanson, God, does he take forever to throw it.
Actually,
I mean, he's got an 8 shot windup.
Actually, hold on just a minute.
Shouts out to you, Rick.
No
Love you, but you take forever.
No talking to the backswing. I believe he's still throwing a ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look at this. We're making jokes about Rick, and that's Jon Brady has dropped a ball right on top of the Polino. You know, in that area though, you gotta know by this point in the game that the wall is your friend. You could bounce it off a little
that's
early.
That's not hard enough. That's
you could
not
bang
gonna
it up.
do it, Tim.
They are dancing around. They are long.
Come on,
they are
Tim.
Short. You gotta go off the wall here, pretty aggressive, and get that ball out of there. They're down to the last ball here. I mean, they've just blown a momentum swing.
So, yeah.
That could have put them right back in this game.
What I do want to see here is I actually just want to see them clog the lane. I want to see them hit the right red, not the left one, not the one closest to the camera. I want to see him hit the right red in to stay high and in the way of the curve. I want to see them make Alex and Jon waste a ball to clear their balls out of the way.
I would like to see that now too, but I feel like they wasted 2 balls in a row just throwing bad shots. I'm not gonna lie, regarding those last 2 balls, I've seen nicer balls at the Ukrainian bathhouse with Danko last weekend.
Wow, shouts out Danko.
Whoa! Excuse my yelling. Was that the least probable outcome you could have expected from a shot like that?
Danny says, get out of my way. I'm not going quietly in the night. I'm here to stay. Come take my donut.
What do you think? Is that like under 10% probability there of that ball going through and eliminating? I mean, not only did he split his 2 balls, which are about 5 inches apart, he replaced the green ball perfectly. That is an unbelievable shot. We're going to need to see some absolute helter-skelter chaos here to replace that ball.
Crazy good shot from Danny.
Crazy good shot
If they win this championship, that will be the shot. That will be the shot that they remember.
If it wasn't the 3 to open the second half, that shot to follow on their last ball, we were just talking about wasting that momentum from the 3-point swing here coming out of the break, and they throw that.
Oh, Alex Guerra.
All right, just enough. Just enough. They got 2 balls left.
Well,
I think this is a point, though, where you need to come from the low side and just go at it. You need to go at it. You still got a 4-point lead. I think you could throw in there pretty aggressively, and the chances are one of those 2 and the green that's being thrown will end up closer than that red. If you hit the green ball in front, you're pushing the red out. If you miss the green ball, you're hitting the red out. If you hit the Polino, you're rolling it down. I think you got to come from the low side and go pretty aggressive at that. What do you think, Scott?
So, that's pretty tough. I'm on team high bank and go hard because let's say you come into your green, at least you're going to split that red off a little bit. So you're saying
high bank to the green with red as a backup, like as a good mistake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which it looks like that's what Alex is going to do. He's going to throw a high bank, try to just get a little nudge on that green, try to separate the red a little bit. That's
I think with 2 balls, I think your first one, you just got to come in a little more purpose.
Yeah, for sure. Nice shot. Great shot. Really, really good shot. Now you can come from the low side. Yeah, and
that'll do.
Yeah,
I think they're going to walk this one off, right? Because there's no way they're going to get that other red out there.
See, I would come from the low side now. Yeah,
he's going to throw it off.
He's going to throw it off, for sure. Okay, we're going to cut to Billy D here for a second. I hope everyone's ready for Billy D. Billy D, come on in.
Let's say, guys, as far as a 4th ball goes, that shot could not have been more perfect. It kept some points off the board. They ended up not scoring, but that last shot by who is it? Danny. That was about as good as you could have placed it. Made him waste 2 balls. I mean, it was a great shot, despite not coming out with any points.
Yeah, and I think something to remember for a lot of people is going to be, it's not always about scoring points. It's about when you're in a tight situation, don't give up 2 points, 3 points, 4 points.
Minimize your damage.
Right,
minimizing damage is as important as scoring points.
Right. That shot from Danny could be a game saver. Certainly, if they go down, let's just call it 11-5, something like that, you're in trouble. Danny's throwing so well. God, you love to see it. He's here to more emotion.
He's here to win. He is not here on accident.
Danny's
like you said,
on fire.
He is a great player that's been playing for a long time, and he is really hitting his stride right now. Just making them work, making them throw balls.
Classic Jon Brady here, coming short. Disappointed in that. I do kind of want to get involved in the conversation that's on our left. It's a Fast and Furious conversation, and I certainly have a lot of things to say on Fast and the Furious. God, I love Fast and Furious series. Fast 5, one of the best movies of all time. What a shot! What a shot! touches it in by John Brady. Do you remember John? I do. That's the John I know. That's the John I hate. What a shot.
That is exactly the John I hate. The quiet John that does all of his talking with his balls.
Unbelievable shot there. Really makes it hard. I mean, Tim's got to go into it. Tim cannot be short.
You cannot be short. You cannot be shy.
Tim, don't be.
Even if you hit the front ball, just make something happen.
Yeah,
Clear it up.
for
Give
sure.
yourself a chance.
Yeah, give yourself. Yeah.
You got 3 chances here. You're up 3 balls to 1. This is the exact time that you have to take a risk.
Let's get this. Oh, he missed left. If that stays on the court, oh, it's off. That's got to be a hot shot, folks.
Ooh. You know, speaking of the franchise, I think that ball was a little too fast and furious, and it ended up, unfortunately, like Paul Walker, a dead ball.
Tim has not found his shooting today. Not in the finals.
I think a finesse shot in this situation is a total waste. You're up 3 balls to 1. Where are you going to tuck it? Where could you possibly tuck the ball that would be advantageous for you? There's no reason to, at least the first 2 shots. The third one, perhaps you want to block it up in front, but the first 2 shots, there's no reason you need to finesse those.
Oh, I will be disappointed if there's a throw off here. Oh, so disappointed. I wanted to see him stand on the bottom side. I wanted to see him shoot the red out. I wanted a casino. I wanted to see it. Come on. What a, can't believe you threw that off.
It shows you how important this is to Alex right now, is that he knows how fun that shot would have been. He knows how exciting that shot would have been for the broadcast and for the broadcast booth, for all the people watching at home. But he chose not to take it because he has a commanding lead in this game, a 6-point lead. And the Polino is the most important thing you can have in this game. Control the Polino, control the game. And our president is showing us right now that that is more important than a fun shot. But goddamn, I wanted to see that, didn't you? Oh, thanks for the backup there. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really wanted to see that shot there.
I did. It was my idea.
Yeah, I know it was your idea. I wanted you to back it up again for the second time, though. That's what I'm trying.
Alex Garrett with a rare first ball miss. That is short. That is wide. That is not at all handsome. That is not going to be a tasty chocolate chip cookie. Shouts out Alicia Harvey. Very good chocolate chip cookies if you've never had
I have not had one, but.
Oh, he throws against the grain. Ooh, he risks it. Oh, he gets right in there.
So, how big of a fan of the Fast and Furious are you?
I'd wager myself against the. I would wager myself against most people.
Fair dues. I've never seen 1 minute of one of the films.
Wow.
But I did listen to Vin Diesel's entire new single, Feel Like I Do.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie, I didn't hate it at all.
No. How could you?
I think it should have been way worse.
Yeah,
than the amount that I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I actually think it's too good.
You know what? I think you're a music guy. You know what the music industry is missing right now?
Vin Diesel?
Baritones. Name a solid pop baritone.
Oh, I don't think there is one.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is one.
But the Diesel has no shame. He'll drop it down.
Yeah,
he'll bring it down.
The Diesel's good.
I did enjoy that song. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, both teams throwing against the curve. It's a tough option. That's gonna be measurable.
It is. I think that's gonna be red in.
I'm leaning green.
All right.
Green by a ½ inch.
Oh, I see green from overhead.
Oh, red.
Sure enough.
Yeah, based on the camera, I saw
yeah,
green.
based on the camera. The camera looked green, and but you know, my eyes told me red.
That's really wild.
They ended up being right.
I actually think that Alex is still going to play the high side because he can nudge off
100%.
his green. He can nudge that green in.
He can nudge the front green. He can nudge the back green and squeeze in.
I think he's going to play the high side, maybe a little high bank by the tape. I want to see high bank by the tape. Show it to me, Al. Oh, yeah. Oh, right at the tape. Called it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's just enough.
Yeah,
just enough.
And
what a
now
great
he's
shot.
got a little
and it's
protection
also
there.
blocking.
His own ball, right.
Yeah, the red's going to have to come off a little earlier. You know, if they come in on the low side on either of these green balls, it could be very advantageous for them. However, that is a highly skilled shot. We'll have to see what they got in the tank here.
Yeah, Tim's going to still go against the grain. I think this is, I want him to hit it. I want to see this game go the
I
distance.
do too.
This is a really, really, really hard shot.
I think you need to step at least to the middle, if not all the way to the top side of the court on this shot.
Short. I can't get there.
You know, too high.
You know what I do want to see? I think Danny can sneak in with a bank. I think he can sneak between those two greens. We just watched him hit back-to-back unbelievably difficult shots. I want to see him go bank in between the two greens, nestle right in like a little chipmunk harvesting nuts for the winner. I want to see it.
And you know, for a veteran player like Dan, that is
he's
not as hard of a shot. Oh!
Oh, he's good.
How about that?
He's good. He's really good.
How many times are they going to sneak in between?
Danny is refusing to say die here. He's playing really nice bocce. So what Alex is talking about is what I think. I think that's the right answer. I think you stay up there because you can either bank it in without touching things. You can ricochet off the greens. Alex wants a 6 out of 10 on the speed. I just don't be short. Just don't be short. Nick Griffin. Shouts out Nick Griffin. Don't be short.
All that considered.
Oh, way late. That's bad. All right.
So that was a miss, but all that considered, what Alex is doing out there is what any teammate should do, is stand over the point and tell you what you're looking at. Tell you where you need to come. Tell you what's good, what's bad about the situation. That's what your teammates down the court are for, is to look at the Polino and tell you where you need to go and how you need to come in, what tempo you need to come in. Just give you that vision from down the court, and Alex doing a great job of that all game.
Oh, good first ball. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
from,
I like that ball.
Danny.
You know, with the slope of this court, I love how it's picking up leaves here late at night. I didn't notice it that leafy earlier in the game, but I think that's a great spot because on this court, as fast as it is, with the slope as heavy as it is, I think a deep ball is not as bad as it normally would be.
I don't think that's going to get there. I think it's going to be short.
And look at that.
A crowd's starting to get on Alex Guerra a little bit. I like to hear it. You like to hear the crowd get involved and kind of give him some shtick. You know, you don't want to let him off. John Brady though answers back. Oh, what a little kitten nuzzling into your neck for a little kiss.
Mr. Touch, Mr. MVP.
A little kitten kiss, if you will, from the former snake.
I believe he's a current snake. You know, the snakes are just,
lying dormant.
Dormant.
Sleeping.
It's dormancy.
Yeah. Oh, Tim throwing against the curve. Classic Tim. Classic Tim throwing against the curve. That's not going to do it. No, that's not going to stay up. You can hear him yelling for it to stay up, but that's tough. That's a tough ask.
You know, they do have that semi-front blocker.
Yeah, you're right.
But at the same time, going against this curve, I mean, we've seen this all night in all 3 games. Going against the curve here is it's a hard ask.
Oh man,
you need a perfect shot to get that ball in, and I don't know why they keep looking for that. Here he goes. Now he's going high side.
Well, I don't care if you try to throw against the curve. Just if you're gonna do it, throw it. Like you know it's gonna fly. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
You're already taking the hard shot. You might as well just.
I'm going uphill the hard way. But I'm gonna do it with finesse. I mean, that's not the time for finesse.
Right. See, I like that. I love it. Oh no! Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, you hate to see it.
We got one green here.
Danny's been playing so well. I really thought it was good.
I think any contact with this front green can end up with a very dangerous situation for.
Oh, I'm surprised John Brady misses.
That is an air ball.
Right on the back.
What are they talking about?
Okay.
I think
that red ball is the second point.
Yeah, I don't really know what Alex and John are talking about. Like they couldn't win the game.
No.
Are they?
What they're talking about is which ball is the second point.
Yeah, I know, but what's the point? Like,
the point is, if the red balls are second and third points, then they're just tucking in. But if it's the red ball is second point and the green has the third point, then maybe they're talking about bumping the ball out to get 4.
Sure.
However, this one, in this case, the red and
so long. So long.
You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to scrap all of that because they rolled it terribly. And we're going to move on. They have a lead. They're up 12-6. And I think it's okay for a great team to miss some shots. You don't always get casinos, man. They're really hard to get, is what I'm trying to say.
That is, yeah.
Is that here we are talking, here we are on the sideline nitpicking about how they can get 3-4 points.
So
it's really hard to do.
You see the Plino back in the exact same spot that they've been throwing, that they've been winning, and until it's broken, they're not gonna change it.
They know that. They're veteran players. They know very well that the Polino Bambinos are having no success up on the high wall shots here.
Yeah, classic bank.
Which to me
is
there's
kind
of
lot
funny
of room
because going the other way, it's not the same case. They're not playing high off the off the wall. But maybe that's because Alex is a left-hander, and going off that high wall is a great
there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room here for Danny to play. Oh no!
What a miss!
Danny has not missed a lot of shots this game.
Perfect
but that's
speed.
A bad,
perfect
it's a
speed.
bad
Just
miss.
let the court eat that ball up.
Let's see if Tim can regain his confidence. Tim's capable of hitting some massive shots. Let's see if he does it.
Taking a real sharp angle there.
I like it.
That'll
I
be
like
just
it, Tim.
enough. Just
Tim,
enough.
welcome back to the game.
But again, welcome back from that low side. He's going into it. Now you see Jon going into it.
No, John's gonna take care of business here. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Give that ball a boop. A little kitten kiss. A little kitten kiss from Jon Brady. Nuzzle it in. I mean, that is some soft. I do think that Tim can bank this and hit that green out cleanly. I really do. I don't think that that's an impossibility, to be honest.
Give me the wallet, the China one back. Oh, that is a close miss.
Just so you know, I really think that I really believe that they are in danger if Danny leaves this in the back. If he leaves this behind the Plino, Alex and Jon are going to pummel the backboard. They're going to push it back, and they're going to win the game.
I think so. They got to leave it in front.
I don't want to see this go long.
That is
it's not where you want
long. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Laces out. Marino, you've blown it again with a deep ball. Jesus Christ. Let's fucking hope. I'm so sorry.
Different team names, but I like it.
I'm just saying, Yeah, she was a man. And
oh, man.
That is a 2.
Oh, it's 2.
They are not going to win this game here, but they are definitely going to put a hurting on.
Oh.
I apologize for my language, all you listeners at home, but Dan Marino man boobs just booped it right there.
No, that's not who's playing. It's Polino Bambino.
Oh, it's the Bambinos?
Oh, what a shot from Al! Wait. Unbelievable!
I did the Finkel is Einhorn reference for the Polino Bambinos.
I know. That's why
I said with your eyes. I get the eyes. I saw them.
That's what I was trying to give you. I
saw.
I was trying to give you. That's not.
It would have been a great reference, though, wouldn't it, Scott?
It was. It was really
great.
Good.
I was really into it. I was selling it for the moment, and.
So Alex Guerra sat just a delicious little nugget in. Spomer, was that 2 or 3? 3. So 15-6. 15-6. It is game point for Remember Jon. Alex Guerra, Jon Brady versus Polino Bambino, the brothers Carroll.
And I hate to say it. What are the chances here for Polino Bambinos? I mean, they got to be running under 2% here right now. I mean,
I don't know if it's that low. I do think. I honestly believe this. I believe the statement I'm about to make. I think if Tim hits 1 out of 2 here, I think Polino Bambino at least gets the Polino back, and they force a
I
couple
would
frames.
love to see that. There's nothing that I've seen in front of me tonight that would tell me that that is going to happen.
Oh, come back.
They cannot adjust to this curve.
Here's
keep
Tim's
coming
chance.
from the low side.
I like Tim here. I
Getting
really
a
do.
little higher.
I like Tim here.
I want it.
Tim, don't let me down. Oh, man. Oh, man.
There is nothing worse than seeing a game point stand.
Okay, game point. Game on the line right here.
4 balls
Danny
to
Carroll.
go.
Danny Carroll for the game. Ball is out.
We have a new champion.
Ball wide right. Ball game.
Congratulations.
Remember, John, Alex Guerra, John Brady taking care of business.
And John Brady winning the championship.
Final score, 16-6. If anyone forgot who John Brady was,
Today,
he just reminded you. He let you know.
Remember
John Brady's back.
John Brady is back. Alex Guerra celebrating his anniversary with his gorgeous and lovely wife, Lydia. Today, winning a championship.
And we're gonna cut over to Billy D. Billy D in just a second. Billy D in just a second with the newly crowned champions. All right, Billy, you don't have any cord. Move to your right. Move to your right, Billy.
All right, guys, congratulations on a huge win tonight. You know, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. You guys come together. You guys take care of business. What is the secret to your guys' success, and why do you guys work so well together?
Yeah, it didn't start this way. You know, we had to find a balance and a rhythm, and there's something really magical about having a partner who picks you up. You throw 1 or 2 bad balls, and if you have a partner who knows what they're doing and feels confident, then that doesn't affect them, and that's what John did. I had a couple bad frames. John immediately stepped in and did his thing, and I love him and respect him for that. He's definitely, what can you say?
The ultimate competitor. The guy knows how to play. He puts the balls where they need to go. Man, it just seemed like you were so on tonight. Everything was clicking. You guys had one little slip up, but other than that, you guys pretty much controlled the game the whole way. What do you think about it?
I would say, first of all, happy anniversary to Lydia and Alex.
Big day.
And just honestly, Alex, Alex played amazing. And Tim and Dan also played amazing, some big shots, and balls rolled our way. But again, Alex just playing with someone you can trust and taking confident shots makes a big deal.
Oh, God, everything's on fire.
Now, how does one celebrate during the times of COVID? We used to be able to go out, hit the town, and party all night. Things look...
One beer, one sparkler, and then we're home, mask on. Hey, listen, as soon as the sparkler's done, I'm in bed.
I'll pick you up at 6 a.m.
Hey, shout out to Danny and Tim, amazing opponents. Everyone we played tonight, it was Danny and Tim. Give me Danny and Tim.
Really big shout out to Shuff.io. Got a huge production. The production value on this thing was amazing. Let's talk to these boys, guys. You didn't get it done tonight, but what do you take from this loss?
It was a good run by us. Finally made it to the ship, and kudos to these guys. They laid some great first shots and made us earn it.
Yeah, I ran into a buzzsaw as usual, but we'll be back.
Yeah, Alex Guerra and John Brady, they're not guys that you want to see when they're on. You guys did have a couple shiny moments out there. What can you what'd you learn from this loss?
I will say, Danny had some shining moments. I played like dog shit, so let's keep that for the record. And that's what I learned out of it, but thank you.
Oh, that's hitting someone handed over a bag of dog shit. That's really nice, John. But that's all I got. Are we kicking it back to you guys? All right, we're going back to the booth. Give them a final thought. Thanks, guys.
Everybody, you saw it there. We got new champions. Remember John, not new champions, but the first time here in this return to Bocce. No surprises here. Number 7 seed of 2 highly experienced veterans doing what they know how to do, getting the ball close to the Polino, scoring points, winning games, winning championships. Congratulations. Welcome back to Jon Brady. Welcome back to the big stage. Congratulations to Alex, our president. Scotty, how you feel about tonight, man?
I feel great. I think probably the best players won tonight. They probably deserved it in terms of their overall play. Happy for them. Certainly feel for the Bocce boys. We love them. We love the brothers Carroll. We love we love everybody. We love everybody in this league, and we love all our players. And shouts out Chef IO. We love you. Thank you guys for your support. Check out the Oddball shop. Cop one of these, and we're out of here, guys. Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you. Oh, wild.
Yeah, but I told you it goes by fast. That was 3 fucking games. Like that.
It's great to be back, and Alex, thanks for inviting me back.
John, do you guys remember John? Do you remember John? This is John.